Five. Perfect. Just to make sure that we are... There we go. All right. Hi, everybody. Well, welcome to our Phoenix group today. We have... we were just talking about they were just getting close to the end of this month, and man, this summer has gone fast. We got another month to go, and then the kids will be back to school. But we're not going to rush anything because we're getting some good weather, and we're going to enjoy what we have right now. My neighbor a few days ago was celebrating Christmas. I don't know. There's stuff going on. The lights are on all night in that place, so there's a lot of things going on there. But it was great that able to look at just how everything is progressing, and it's people are getting their rest, which is great to see. You can't work all the time, and so when we meet like this, we try to help each other in some way, whether it be through referrals or if somebody is needing someone to move a sofa. Yeah, I'd like to help. I know somebody who can move that. So it's always who you know. It will get you into a lot of great places, and that is the whole idea of Phoenix, where we can help each other, and business wise, and just personally, and just make us having business just a little easier than it is. We have Sandy Benoit on the line as well. Hey, Sandy.
Good morning, all.
Yeah. Okay. Hope you can hear her. Okay. And we're going to be listening to that. Bernie Fransgrove is going to be presenting later on today. So those of you that know this gentleman, he's a business connector, really someone you want to listen to. If you want anything, he knows somebody that will probably fix your issue, fix the problem or whatever. So let's look into our report card here, get an idea of how Phoenix is doing. Well, this is our site, pbex.ca. We do this every single week. We've been doing it for 10 years. We're just coming up to, we just passed $5 million worth of business for all. Member of the week, Josh Lamb. He's our IT specialist in our Monday group, our Bell's Corners group. And he's with, there's his e-card that has all of his information in there, and we also have his video there, a little quick idea of what he does and the way he changes lives for people. I think I'm using him at least once a week now for some issue that's going on. When you're on the computer a lot and you really rely on it, anything that comes up, just like your car, you can't ignore little noises and little bings and dangs, because it turns into a bigger issue. So it's best to try and address those things as you go. So these are the 4 chapters that we have: the Monday, Wednesday, Thursday group. It's that's where we are today. If you have a business, you can just click the Thursday group, which is where we are today. But all the buttons have the Zoom embedded inside there, so you can just come in. But let us know you're coming so we can give you a warm welcome. All right. Our after hours group we just had on Tuesday. Very cool group. It's mastermind, where you have your goals for the year. And every month that we get together, we find out how your goals are doing, even business, personal, whatever. You want to lose some weight, you want to be able to get something going, whether it's start a podcast or expand one, or you could do pretty much anything in there. So, but it becomes a sort of an accountability buddy, where we get together and he says, so how is this such and such a project doing? That way, you're always sort of lovingly nudged forward to try and get something done. Otherwise, in November, you're wondering, okay, I got to get these goals done, and now there's a mad rush to try and attain it. This way, you could steer nice and close together to make sure that those things happen. So a couple of events that's happening. First of all, next week is Civic Holiday on the Monday, but all the Phoenix meetings will be off on next week. That includes Canada Growth Network, if I'm not mistaken there, Bernie. That is not happening there next week. And the East Trade Winds Global Network on Tuesdays. I believe that's still going, or is that off too, Bernie? I'm pretty sure that that
No,
might.
it's running. Tuesday's
It,
running.
it's
Monday's
running.
not running.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. It is running.
it's
Okay.
running.
To confirm. Thanks for that. And we have an at Hive meeting in person coming up on August the 17th, and that's coming up within a few days. We're into August, and then so that one's happening at Hive in Ottawa. We are still going to be on Zoom, so those of you that would like to come in person, love to have you. It'll be an awesome breakfast. Always is. At Hive it's almost like a gourmet style breakfast. Very, very cool. And so there's always a lot happening there, but we'll still be on Zoom for sure. And if you want to know more information about Phoenix, there's our QR code. It sends you to all the stuff that we've been doing, and it's been wonderful. It's been quite the journey for sure. We have over 30, just coming up to 35,000 in terms of referrals. I will be adding a little bit more to that by the end of this week, and just over 5 million in terms of shared business that would have gone to other people. But within Phoenix, this is the way that we measure it. We let everybody else know the kind of business that we've done within the group, and then we mark that and note that, and this way we can sort of measure of how that we are doing in that way. All right. So great. We're over 8,100 in terms of referrals itself for the last 10 years. So it's been quite the journey for sure. Okay. So there's a little nut as to where we came from and what we do. So we always have a nice educational moment, and Sam has stepped up to see if he could share something. So Sam, go ahead.
Thank you, Tony. Good morning, everyone. As usual, I'm going to talk about automobiles. I may have talked about this before, but it's worth talking about again. When I came down to the cottage, one thing that I wanted to do with our 1989 Suzuki Sidekick was change the radiator fluid. It was getting old, and one thing you need to do well, I would say every 5 years minimum, is change that radiator fluid in your car because, well, even if it's nothing's happened to it, it gets old. But what I want to talk about is more importantly, not the rad fluid, because you can get that done by anyone, whether you drop it like I did, I mean, just pour it out and fill it back up again, or you get it flushed out. You can get that done at many, many places. But what I want to talk about is transmission fluid, because these days, more and more people are having problems with what they call a CVT transmission, which is common in many of the newer cars. These transmissions need servicing more often than the previous ones, unfortunately, especially when you have an automatic transmission. And what I'm going to tell you is that do not have your transmission flushed, especially as it gets older. That means it puts pressure on it to force the fluids out, because the fluids can, what's caused, well, the pressure from flushing it can actually lodge debris in the transmission and cause all kinds of havoc, thousands of dollars in repairs. So if and when you get your car transmission fluid done, have it dropped and filled, which means they pour it out and they close it off and then they refill it. Do not have it flushed. That will cause almost guaranteed transmission problems, especially if you have a CVT transmission, or you have even the older ones have one with higher mileage. Have it dropped and filled. That's my advice for today. If you have any questions, feel free to text me. I gladly talk to anyone when it comes to cars, as most of you know. I like talking about cars, and I can give you advice when it comes to work done. I'm getting lots of people calling me while I'm here, and I respond to my clients as well as others who ask advice while I'm on holidays. And some are willing to wait for me, and some I've advised, like yesterday, to go get it done right away because it could cause a breakdown, and the customer could end up, at the side of the road and need a towing. That's it for me. Back to you, Tony.
Thank you very much, Sam. And those of you that would like to find out where that lever is so that you don't accidentally flush your transmission, I'm sure Sam will give you that idea. So don't touch that flush lever on your car. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So let's get into our introductions to find out a little bit of what we do. I mean, at this point in time, what changes in your business? We've got coming to the end of July. There must be something that you'd like to promote, you'd like to highlight, to position yourself either on social media or whatever that you want to focus on. And so let's see if that is going to be there. So let's start with Q. Go ahead,
Hey,
Q.
Tony. Good morning, everyone. Do you know that life insurance could potentially help you while you're still alive, not just after you are gone? And most people have no idea this is even possible. And here's something many people don't know is that some life insurance policies don't just provide a death benefit, they also have an investment component that can grow over time. That means, depending on your policy, you may be able to access some of that value in the future to help with retirement, unexpected expenses, and other financial goals. The key is not all life insurance work this way. If you only think life insurance pay out when you pass away, you could be missing an important feature that many people never learn about. And if you want to find out if your policy has this feature or learn how it actually works, please send me a message. I'm happy to walk you through it. And if you want more simple financial tip about insurance, investment, and building wealth in Canada, please join my Facebook group, Protect and Grow, Canadian Insurance and Investment Tip. I will drop the link in the chat. Q from Worth Financial Group, providing you with financial peace of mind when you need it most. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Q. And we had a BAM together. You came in for a session there. Was there any other person that you met with within the group?
Just ongoing business with Kat.
Okay.
That's about it. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. And over to Jacqueline. Yay!
A bit of a cloudy day. However, I did honor the buck moon. How beautiful was that? In the dog days of summers, did you know that because of the heat from the beginning of the summer, sometimes we grow a little sluggish. Sometimes our reaction to life in the heat is biological. Sometimes the dog days of summer means that with the temperature rises, our bodies move a little differently. Sometimes over time, we get a little depleted with our energy and we are leaving really much of our we're feeling sluggish. So when I open my door, lift my shoulders, take them back, release them down, extend the arms, it's not just because I'm busy helping people. I'm feeling a bit sluggish because I'm staying up late. I'm working. I am helping people decide when the appraisal on the property is done because they need some new money. They need to understand that you would have taken a look at what really is in your background. So is everything cleared away? Is the tub okay? Funny how that is. Everyone looking at the bathroom. The underwriter needs to know that the appraisal came in at the appropriate amount of money because Jacqueline said it could be worth this much. Your $1 million property needs to look like $1 million property. Just a thought, because that's what our realtors help us do. That's what the appraisers help the lenders do, assess. So in the dog days of summer, why not take a moment, clean up the house? If you're looking for money to expand, to renovate, it's a conversation that we get to have. Are you going to use a line of credit? Are you going to refinance the mortgage? When you're looking for strategies in the dog days of summer, you know you need to contact your mortgage honey.
Thanks.
And sorry,
Okay.
side note, don't forget that you're always in our minds. I met with a client who said, "Oh my gosh, Jacqueline, when I'm looking for strategies for more mortgage money, I call the Mortgage Honey. And does the Mortgage Honey know people who can help me with insurance?" So Q was first on my list. We'll have a conversation with Q. Maybe she can help. And thank you, Q, for offering that opportunity.
Okay. And any BAMs or referrals this week?
Uh,
I know with me.
yeah, absolutely with you and with Bernie on Monday. And I look forward to doing more next week. Even
Perfect.
though we're not meeting next week, I can still have a BAM or two.
Absolutely. For sure. Okay, and just on a side link here, we are on LinkedIn through the Phoenix Network. So if you wanted to put your contact information there, a little bit of a note, that would be great, and have other people do that. And we have our golf tournament coming up on August the 14th. And you don't have to golf. You know, if you're going to be on my team or close to my team, you can use my clubs or whatever, and you can even throw the ball. It's best ball anyway, so it doesn't matter. So if I hit a hole in one, right, that could happen, Bernie. I mean, there are stranger things that have happened. Then that means you get a hole in one. So, all right. So it's a great way to that the proceeds go to our charity for the Canada Food Bank, and last year we had a 9-hole for $111. This year it's 18 for $175. So it's a great deal, and you get fed. So after we are all done, we go to St. Louis Bar and Grill, and we get into the ribs or whatever they're serving. Hopefully they're ribs, but did I mention ribs? Okay, so yeah, it's a great way to get together for a great cause. Okay, so let us know if you want to be on that team. Again, you don't have to golf. You can just do your best. But it's amazing how if you try something once, that you're so good at it. It's the first time it happens that way. There's a term for it, beginner's luck or something, whatever they call it. But yeah, it's great. And so let's move on to Susan Ebbs. Go ahead, Susan.
Good morning, one and all. I've been having no end of troubles getting to stay online. Don't know what's going on. So I'm Susan Ebbs, and I'm with a company called Melaleuca.com. And we specialize in all non-toxic cleaning products. And the beauty of our products are they have no chemicals in them. There's no parabens, no ammonia, all these nasty things that can cause asthma and autism, ADHD, etc. What is new with Melaleuca is that we now have Riverbend Ranch beef here in Canada, and I got my first order. So I'm just dying to try this new beef. We had a sample at convention last year, and the stuff just melts in your mouth. So I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. So that's me in a nutshell. BAMs, I'm still trying to work out with things with Wayne Pratt, Wendy Chung, and Penny Prevo. Have ongoing business with them. And that is it for this past week. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Susan. Awesome. And let's continue on getting the ladies to go first. Over to Kat.
Hey everybody, so here's a question for you. How many of you have friends? I'm gonna guess all of you. How many of you have friends that are actually in business? And how many of those business friends actually live in the Ottawa area? I'm gonna imagine at least one. Great. Go and call them. Tell them on October 1st, we're having a social event for Phoenix at Little Heroes. I'm going to send you an email with a registration link, and I want you guys to turn up, and I want you to bring a friend. Hell, bring 2 friends. Bring as many people as you want. Book on the link. Phoenix members pay $10. Non-Phoenix members will give it for free as a trial for Phoenix. But please, find some friends if you don't have any. And if you do have friends, I want to see them. Thank you. Back to you, Tony.
All right, thank you. That particular show, social that Kat is talking about, we're expecting anywhere between 30 and 50 people to that one, because we're inviting all the former members, which are hundreds over the years. You know that we've launched their business, and they're very vibrant today. So we were really proud that we're able to help them in that way. So we want to be able to bring them back in, and just to say thank you for all the time that they were with us. So that's going to be great. Thank you, Kat, for that. And over to Sandy. Let's continue that.
Okay, save the best for the last. Joking. Good morning, all. I'm Sandy, founder of Canine Touch and Tell. And the reason why my business is called Touch and Tell is because I'm visually impaired, and whatever I touch upon tells me a story. Therefore, I can create a deeper bond between pet owners and their pets through massage, energy work with crystals and crystals and something else. Anyways, not only that, I can use nutrition, because nutrition and medicine come from the same source. Did you know that in the ancient times for an aspirin they used willow bark? I only learned that the other day, which I think is interesting. As well, I use fit balls. You probably don't know what fit balls are, but they're inflated big balls where I put pets on to increase physical endurance, stamina, core strengthening, and so much more. Over the past 30 years, I've shared my tips and skills to pet owners and their pets by increasing energy, because energy goes where energy flows, by improving range of motion, because that's a step forward, and of course, soothing aches and pains. So why not give your pet a treat by contacting Sandy at Canine Touch and Tell, 613-762-8869. Over to you, Tony.
Thank you, Sandy. Awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, good stuff. Okay. And yeah, so we've got Sam. Over to you, sir. How's Port Stanley doing?
Another beautiful morning here in Port Stanley. Very similar to yesterday. Lake is calm, nice and blue, and there's people walking down the beach and a few paddlers out there on the water. By the way, for those who don't know, I mentioned this before. New regulations for people on paddle boards even. You need to have a keyless whistle and a certified life preserver on your paddle board. You will get fined, like people have gotten fined here on Lake Erie this year, and it's not cheap. A couple $100 for not having that keyless whistle and a life jacket on your paddle board. Anyway, more important thing, samsturrisconnectedcars.ca. Let's see here, dash cameras are my main thing, but also do other minor repairs of cars, oil changes, brake jobs, transmission, not flushes, but transmission drops and fills. Done that before for customers, several these days. And also do in the summertime car cleaning. And I did one just before I left it's a referral from Wendy Chung. And that person referred me to a customer who's waiting for me when I get back to do some work for them, which I appreciate very much. Besides that, while we were here, I mentioned to other groups, we had a family reunion. We call it Greek Easter at the beach. And we had 36 guests this year to our annual. And we had a great time. I even had my father's sister, one of his sisters, actually the only one still living, 82 years old. She came down and visited us from Kitchener. So that was a great thrill. I wasn't expecting her. So I had a great time seeing her, my Aunt Evelyn. Let's see here. Let's see here. Oh, yes. Our son's lacrosse team, the Peterborough Lakers, made the playoffs. They won against the top place team this week. So they ended up third place. And for those who are interested, you can actually watch a game for free. They play tonight against Owen Sound, flowsports.com if you're interested. It's a streaming service, and your first game is for free. Look for the Red F on an app, and you can watch the game for free. As far as I know, I have the whole package, but I know they give you a free first one. That's it for me, Sam Sturz, ConnectedCars.ca, today's mobile electronics without the cost of a vehicle, and a heck of a lot more.
Thanks a lot, Sam. That's great. Okay, perfect. And I'm Tony Jennis from Hire Self, company I started over 20 years ago. While I was in the moving business, I was a feng shui enthusiast at the time. And after I sold my company, I started Hire Self because I tried a number of other professions and it didn't do as well. But then I figured, well, let's get to the energy part of it. It was something completely different for me. And once I caught hold, I got addicted. Is that everything around us is vibration, everything moves. So sort of led me to tuning forks. And these special forks have a frequency that makes us more intuitive, that makes us, and the body remembers its vibration because it's part of the universal order of everything. Frequencies like 432, the 528, you might have heard this on Instagram or whatever from other people. But I have over 75 forks now, 7 gongs, and about 25 crystal bowls, and the list goes on. So we end up doing monthly sound baths, and they're transformative. It's not just coming in and having a nice 2-hour sort of experience. I'm still getting emails from people that were there on Wednesday, which I think was this week. Yeah, it was this week. Or last week. It was last week, actually. And they're still feeling that their body is buzzing. So there's something going on there for sure. I'm channeling the whole thing, and they're telling me basically what to do, this way it makes it much more powerful for you. So when people come in, they want to stress relieve, and that's what I do. If you know a person that's about to go on stress relieve, overwhelming obstacles, overwhelming stress from childhood onward, PTSD, I get them all. Veterans, kids, and everybody that is just going through a very, very difficult time. Even in your business, if you have 5 things going on at the same time, you probably need to see me. I can give you a reading of what's going on and then a tuning session right after. All right. So anyway, that's what I am. That's what I do. Yeah. So with if you know of anybody that's looking for that, have them call me. So we're going to move on to our main event, which is Bernie. He's going to be talking a little bit about his industry, about the things he does and the things he's going to get into. So Bernie, over to you.
Well, I'm going to get into ribs. Did I tell you that? Ribs? Did we mention
Yeah.
ribs?
Yeah,
Ribs. Ribs are important. Such a meat-orientated food event. Yes, and I'll tell you where the ribs kind of plays in. So
It's hard to be sad with ribs. Yeah. It's hard to be sad.
So I just started to post into the chat different things that you can cross connect. Kind of the primary one is Profit 10 Snapshot. It's a 5-minute yes no. It's kind of quick ways to look at where your money's leaking inside your business. And sometimes we get blindsided by that. And part of it is also taking time off. So if you can't take time off to go golfing, what's going on in your business? Huh? And yeah, that's what I'm going to be talking about, by the way, is the golf tournament and who it's sponsoring and the why. You would have noticed I pushed out some other content earlier as people were going through. So Canada Growth Network next Monday is a holiday, so no, don't show up. But Tuesday is active, all right? So Natalie Hoop is a fractional CEO. She's speaking. And you can also find at blog.knackforbusiness.com. You can find out current people have spoken in the past, East Trade Winds, Canada Growth Network, and also on the podcast spectrum. You'll also notice that Eric Senego showed up in there. So he had some sagely advice for tax advice for the summer. Put it off till September. Not paying, not doing your obligations, but if you're having a tete-a-tete with the CRA, you know what? It might be safer to have that in September, and probably you'll have someone like Eric working with you because that'll also be the smart move. I'm going to share a screen. And so the golf tournament on August 14th, why is it so important? Well, what I'm going to share with you right now is the who. So there's Canada Food Cupboard, and there are food cupboards everywhere. So Canada Food Cupboard isn't looking to amass everybody's money in one spot. They're saying wherever you live, donate to a food cupboard, right? So if you're in the east end of Ottawa, west end of Ottawa, core of Ottawa, whatever the case might be, that's kind of the targeted goal. We just happen to be in the west end. Canada Food Cupboard is available, and this is the second year we've done a sponsorship. Super easy way. If you go to Canada, the word Kanata, food covered, all one word, .ca, you'll get onto their website. All right. And so if you want to find out more about them, they are a charity. They just got a used perlator truck so they can do shipping. So they have 2 vehicles now to move around. Ways to help, get help. So if you're in need, knock on the door, right? And it's private. They handle everything from food to clothing and other gently used stuff, right? There's different fundraisers, and they're all designed to be helpful. So get food, or donate funds. Money's king, okay? Cash is king. So they can buy stuff far better than you can, all right? What else to tell you? Baby items, toiletries, items most needed, non-perishables, rice, dry pasta, baking goods, canned meat, fish. Apparently, tuna used to be something that wasn't well appreciated. Now it's in demand. So you never know. You might have something, and if anything they receive like fresh produce, if it gets too stale or gets that's not good. They actually circulate it back to the farms, and so it actually ends up having a life somewhere else. It's just probably feeding a livestock. All right. Oh, look at that. There we are. There it is. It's right on their page. So St. Louis Bar and Grill, they're a franchise operation. You'll find them in Toronto, you'll find them in Ottawa and other places, other cities in Canada. This one is on Innovation Drive in Canada. So if you are looking to say going to go to the golf tournament and you want to ride from here from Canada to the Greensmere Golf Course, they will provide that. They have a bus. You just got to let them know. You can phone them. You can walk in, and you can pay the $175. Right, just card, cash, e-transfer. Right, it's all there. And the 2 ladies, I'm just going to quickly look up their names because I've piped a lot of stuff into the chat, and I'm going, oh my gosh, what was I thinking? And the 2 ladies, Samantha Beauchamp or Jamie Braun. So they're handling that. Just ask for their names, walk in, phone in, whatever the case might be. So Greensmere. I'm going to share the next site. Where is Greensmere? Well, there you go. That's the Golf and Country Club house. So you're getting a quick visual of the place. They've got an eating space in there. The meal for this golf tournament will be held at the St. Louis Bar and Grill back in Canada. Okay, so you play your 18 holes and you'll be coming back. A couple key things about golfing in this tournament. It's best ball. All right, so if golf is not your thing, but you kind of your thing, do not sweat it. I've gotten to the point where I've sat with on a foursome and going, you know what, that's the best ball. I'm good. I won't even tee off. I'll just go there because if you're not a golfer, bring some extra balls. All right, bring some spare balls and just buy them at either Canadian Tire or Costco ahead of time. Just get a package. I've gotten to one point where I pick up the ball, I'll throw it downstream just to get it in the right spot. If you are a go-to golfer, you do it the hard way, you do it the right way, go for it. It's meant to be fun. Now, like, gee, Bernie, $175. Like, you know what? But hang on, if you go, right, you're gonna meet other people. This is not just a group of 4. So everybody's gonna get distributed out on the course, right? So they'll have a certain and everybody's gonna move. You won't all start teeing off on the first tee. You might be on the 15th tee, right? 18 holes, and you'll do a full circuit and then you come back. And then You can drive to Greensmere. All right, it's just past the airport, and then about, if you're going from the Queensway south of the Queensway, it's near the airport, just past the airport, in that kind of area. You can drive there. So if you're coming from the East End, drive there and then come for the dinner afterwards. They will feed you a lunch when you're on the course. All right. There's going to be a beer cart. So if you want beverages, and it doesn't necessarily have to be alcoholic beverages, it can be whatever you want. Right. Don't bring your own alcohol. Do not do that. That's naughty. A couple of reasons. The liquor licensing laws don't permit it, and the Greensmere doesn't appreciate it because that cuts into their revenue streams, right? What else to tell you about this? It's meant to be fun. If you need golf clubs, you need left-handed golf clubs, and now no, the sticks aren't all flat, right? They're beveled, and so if you're a lefty, which is okay, not a problem, you can reach out, and you don't have lefty clubs, reach out to Greensmere ahead of time, book them, reserve them, all right? And if you don't have the righty hand golf clubs, and you can call them, book them, reserve them, book them now, because August 14th is not that far away. The sponsorship part, that window's already closed. That closed on July 15th, and that's more for prep time. If you want to promote something, if you want to donate something, you want to have some certain level of sponsorship, reach out to Samantha or Jamie from the St. Louis Bar and Grill. All right. You won't have the signage on the course because it takes a certain amount of prep time to do that. So the golf game, it's to have fun. Wear comfortable clothing, shorts, pants, maybe pants. The tick season's busy, right? But just, bring some insect spray, and you never know, it might be a nice overcast day, in which case you won't cook. Our last year, we just got hosed by the rain because we had it in September, and everybody loves a good cold shower, right? And they can't warm up. So we're in the middle of summer. We should be good. Knock on wood, right? Watch it snow that day. I jest. Are there any questions so far? Good. Clear as mud. I love it. All right. So the golf course is there. They have swag in there. So you want to buy stuff, you want to buy clubs. There you go. I might suggest that you might want to check out Golf Town or other places. That you can find them out here in Canada, the East End. They're pretty popular. So there's a lot of different things that you can work with here. Now, what's the opportunity? The other opportunities here, it's like a networking event, except it's a larger crowd of people that don't know you yet, all right? And they don't know us. So they're kind of two spin-off effects. A, you might generate more business. Two, you might bring people coming into the Phoenix membership space, right? And then Kat will get a hold of them and say, listen, Noogie, this is how you do your social media. All right. Or Sam gets a hold of them going, what are you thinking with those tires? Right? And those brakes, right? And then someone goes, I don't have Keyman insurance. Oh, cute. She'll kick right in, right? And go, I've got a deal for you, right? Depending on what you're up to, right? Mortgages, etc. And Tony will be there with a tuning fork, and he'll just kind of zzz, and zap them into a happy spot. Well, maybe. Tony, don't show up with tuning forks. It's golf. It's all golf. Yeah. Just bring the gong. I jest again. All right. But it's a social event. It's a community event. It's designed to help have fun, take time off from work. And at the same time, you're doing work. You're conducting business, and it doesn't mean you have to do hard sell. It's all soft sell. Who are you? And that's half the bridge. That's people getting to know you. So this all kind of wraps itself into that space. Plus, you're supporting a charity. So all the net proceeds are going to go right to Canada Food Cupboard. So it helps feed people. It helps feed your business. Helps feed your community, your Phoenix business community. So these are all things that are kind of all wrapped up into this big family hug, business hug. All right, a golf tournament. And with that said, I'm going to stop.
And you get fed.
Oh, well, yeah. Apparently, that's not been a problem of late. So,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna figure how I'm gonna get a 52-inch gong on those golf carts.
that'd be different. It'd be different.
Yeah. So, any questions about the golf?
And if you don't have golf shoes, just wear runners. I mean, golf shoes have little spikes in it, right? And so that you can like twist and turn. And if you've never swung a club before, maybe an axe, but not a club, it's not about brute force. It's all about just flow. You just tap it. There are some women golfers out there. They will hit way further than a man because they actually have that natural flow, right? It's not about power. It's about just the physics and just is the swing, just and being relaxed. Beer cart will help with that, sometimes, but you don't want to be too relaxed. And there's wildlife out there too, by the way, on Greensmere. So don't pet that thing that doesn't look quite like a dog but does, or a weasel of sorts.
Right.
Leave them alone. And they usually don't come near people anyhow.
Yeah. Well, I found out that Costco has a deal on balls, so I can get a whole box of them, and that should last the game.
And you'll find them too. So the other key piece when you're playing the game, it's best ball, but it's all timed. So there's a certain amount of time you can be there. So if the ball goes astray and you shank it, that's an expression where you're shooting this way and it goes that way.
That's me.
If it goes deep into the bush, yes, that's where it's going to rest, and somebody else might find it, but that's okay. Odds are you probably would have hit an animal on the head in the process by accident. But yeah, or you hear this loud cracking sound. Yeah. So the game has rules, but it's not, where every ball lay is not necessarily where you have to play it from, right? So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's meant to be fun. If you're a regular golfer, there are certain rules, where the ball lays, you got to play it from there, right? And the other real important thing, and I've noticed this in past golf tournaments, if people are teeing off and the tee is higher, do not walk in front of where they're about to tee off. Be aware of your surroundings. The reason I'm saying that is when someone cracks a ball, just hits the ball, and they're really good, it's getting rifled downstream. You don't want to be part of that catch that white fluffy thing, right? Because it'll feel fluffy for the first few seconds, and then yeah, ow. And if you hear the word four, that means there's an inbound. Someone's warning you that there's a ball coming up. And when you're teeing off and the next team is up ahead, if you think you could hit them, don't tee off or don't hit the ball. Okay, that's the other kind of a key tip. Otherwise, just have fun. And the hazard risks are usually the water. And if you have a puddle of water in front of you and you really focus on it, odds are you'll find the water. Maybe your ball might skip across the water, but that's okay. Do not panic and don't hit wildlife with a ball if you can avoid it. Nothing like an angry goose coming after you. Sam, yes, sir.
Last year, wasn't it Susan McGarry that played with us, and she had never golfed before in her life, if I remember right?
Yep.
Yeah,
She loved it. It was such a good time. She said I didn't know what I was doing, but I had a great time.
and that's the key. It's merriment afoot.
Okay. Okay, good. Well, can't
And
wait. Still got a couple of weeks to go for this, so looking very much forward to it. It's right on the Friday where I normally do my class, but we'll figure it out as how I can be there. So it'll be wonderful.
so even if you just want to get a little bit used to swinging a club and a ball, just go to a golf range and just tee off and just get the swing down. Again, if you're conscious about other people, and it will put a curve into your game. All right. Both Elisa and I were playing at a golf course many moons ago. It was the middle of the week. We both had time off and had some four old codgers behind us that played golf all the time. And of course, they're sitting there watching. And oh my every ball. I was shanking left and right, and the guy goes, "Oh, God, player," and cuss word, golf. And I'm going, yes, yes, because I have an entertainment squad behind me. Yes. Why don't you play through? All right, and don't let people play through because when you're in a tournament, you have to keep up, right? So
Yeah.
if yeah, just you don't want things getting balled up. There's a reason why everything has a certain order, a pecking order, right? These are minor things, and there are golf marshals out there, and they don't have guns, but they're there to guide you. So if you're leading astray or you're going across the wrong fairway, that's the other important thing. If you're playing a fairway, the space where you're golfing, you're sending your ball to the hole. Uh, yeah, don't go to other fairways if you can help it, because there
Ball
might be
goes.
balls.
Happens if the ball goes into another fairway, and you're
You be mindful. Start pivot your head. Look for who's around. Are they coming at you? In which case, it might not be healthy to be in the way. And then either pick your ball up or hit where it lands and bring it back to your fairway, right? And if there's a whole bunch of trees in there and you're not feeling confident you're going to get over the trees or through the trees, you know what? Just pick her up and just bring her back over to your fairway. And hopefully someone has a best ball where you can just kind of go, well, I'll hit from there. And that's the other thing about best ball. Four of you tee off and different locations, and you pick the best ball where it's laying the best. And that's where you go from next. And that's how you play the game and stay up to speed. So if you have a really good golfer with you, or someone hits a really good shot, and if there's a hole in one, well, there you go. You just solved another mystery. A hole in one means you're done. Okay, next hole, right? The only people that really get upset about that are the people that are avid golfers that want to hit, and you can do that too if you want, as long as ever the pace is continuing.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry you won't see me there.
No.
Oh, come on, Sandy. We'll put it in your hand. You just throw the ball. Just pitch.
I can't even throw a ball properly. No, not my sport. Sorry.
That's okay. I totally understand that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We're just coming up to the top of the hour, folks, and so we'll just conclude by saying thank you for joining us, and thank you, Bernie, for enlightening us with the golf tournament coming up. And let's get the quote for the day and the week. And this will have to last us 2 weeks, so we'll have to say it slow.
Very slowly. So, insult, test your pride, not your net worth. Seneca.
Okay, awesome.
So,
and those who are on Facebook Live, LinkedIn, and YouTube, thank you so much for still being with us, and know that you matter. Be careful out there. I mean, there's still a lot going on. The people are still very excited crossing the road and so on. So be mindful of your thing, and hopefully. Oh, by the way, I heard the other day, Sam, that somebody just swapped their winter tires for summer. It's July.
Why were they bald?
I don't know, but they said we had a person come in. They wanted to take off their winter tires. So anyway, I thought that was funny. But they'll have to wait another couple of months before they put them back on. So who knows?
Or buy new winter ones.
Yeah, that's probably that's probably what happens. Yeah. So thanks a lot, folks, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks. So there's no meeting next week, so we'll see you in 2. Until then, take care.